I personally just love working out, and I always want to do more, and I never think anything's really good enough. I think sometimes I do a little too much, and I do need someone to tell me, you know, when it's enough, but there's just some reason I get like a natural high of just working out, and I live for it.
Emily really sets the tone for the team, and she's always going 120,000%. Like if you're at 100, she's going higher than you, which is great because it really pushes all the other girls to work harder. And when you look at her, you kind of feel bad if you're slacking off because, hey, she's putting in everything and giving her all, so why shouldn't I?
So first 2 reps, 650 yards. Goal time, 220 to 240. Starting this line, all the way down, all the way back 3 times. We'll turn, finish to the middle. Once we're done with that, we'll turn around, we'll walk back. We'll have 1 minute and 20 seconds before we begin the next one.
Emily Wold, since the day I got here, has kind of been one of the strength coach's dream, if you will. You know, she's a person who's very, very successful at the national level, very successful being able to compete at that high level. Emily has a unique ability to kind of motivate herself beyond her actual environment she's in right now.
Whenever I am working out, I definitely do keep the US team in the back of my mind just because I know that they're putting in endless amount of work and effort back at the training center in the Scoopy Nook, and they're working incredibly hard. So yes, on this team I can do a fair amount of pull-ups, but then when you go to the national team, they're doing pull-ups with chains and weights attached to them like it's their job. So like it's never good enough because there's always someone out there that is doing a better job than you.
The explosive stuff is a good idea.
Emily is a person that's going to want to do as much as she can to perform at the highest level possible, and so you know she'll sit down and talk to me about from a week-to-week basis about what we can do to get a couple of extra sessions in. So she'll come in, she'll do some extra strength training.
I hope like when I'm putting in the extra hours, and no, it's not necessary or needed or required of anyone whatsoever, and the coaches don't ask of it, but I do hope if, you know, teammates see here and there putting in extra work that maybe they will want to, oh, maybe I should start working on this, or you know, that really kind of motivates me as well.
Sound good? Have a fantastic day. Get yourself in a group of 3.
She's absolutely amazing, and you know, we've been very, very lucky to have her not only as a player on our team, but as a leader and a role model to younger kids.
We want to start like our energy, so if you guys can really bring it.
We've always believed that we wanted to be, or we want to be each year, the fittest team in the country. There's no question that the game has become more physical and faster in the last years. I mean, thankfully we've been progressive in our rule changes, which has speeded up the game and you know, just required more strength and power. So the game has changed, and our conditioning has changed along with it.
15, 16, 17, 18.
Each individual will wear a heart rate monitor for every practice, for every match, and then afterwards we can look at it live or we can upload it later on. And you know, we can do a lot of really cool stuff with this. One of the big things that we do with the coaches is we'll sit down and we'll look at what the total weekly load was for each individual. We use that to look at how the last week was, but also to plan the next week.
We also believe that there's a time for regeneration and rest. And so that's part of the whole fitness piece, is you got to know when to pull back. And if I had a thing to say about Emily, that's where she needs to continue to grow and monitor herself, is that she always wants to go, 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 go. And sometimes it's best to rest a little.
And they kind of know like how to treat me. Like, yes, they understand that I want to do extra workouts, so they allow me to come in, but then they know like certain times, look, this is not the right time to do that. So I think it's been really helpful, and I've grown over the years to learn that recovery is really useful and important, just as much as the hard work that you're putting in.
Emily Wold in open space, sharp shot, and it's into the net.
One of the main traits why Emily was nominated captain is because she is such a hard worker, and people really respect people who go out of their way to do the extra mile, especially in athletics. Like, you want a captain who you know is going to push you every day, and she's always wanting to be better. Even though she's one of the best players on the team, it's never good enough for her, and you want a captain who it's never good enough. Like on the field, if we win 3-0, it's not good enough. We want to win 6-0. Like that's how Emily is, and I think people really love that.
But very, very grateful to her for not only what she means to our team, but what she means to her teammates in terms of leading the way. But what I just absolutely love about her is she does it all with a smile on her face, and she just wants to do the best she can, and she wants to bring others along with her. It's just amazing how she's affected her teammates positively.